Hello, all. Hello to anyone who's out there braving the storm. Yeah, it's very concerning. I actually have a comment here from Gretchen. I have to work, I'll watch later. Thank you, Gretchen, and I hope everything is okay. If you're out there, will you leave a comment and let me know you're there and even where you're watching from? My name is Kat. I'm from Owling Dog Design. And this is the live. It's a little kind of freeform live show that I've been trying to do weekly. And I'm actually trying to see if I can get it to come up on my phone so I can watch it in a different way. But um, actually, there it is. Because perhaps I can see if there are people out there. So maybe there isn't anyone there at this time. So I just want to say for those of you who are watching on the replay, thank you. And yeah, I hope that you will be able to watch it at some point tonight. Um, I've been learning about StreamYard because I actually have it to be able to use. And so I've been trying to go over that a little bit. And I see Jen. Do you remember? Jen, do you remember? Oh, you're younger than me. But when I was a little girl, they used to have a television show and she would have a mirror and she would say, I see Jen in my mirror. I forget what the name of the show was, but it was really cute. Yeah. Hey, I hope you're out of the rain. It's been really crazy, just really stormy. We actually had a hurricane watch, which is not as bad as a hurricane warning. But if you're out there in the storm, I hope that you're safe. And yes, um, you don't remember. Well, that's because you're so much younger than me. Oh, I just had the name of it. Something house, or um, I'll think of it another time. It was really cute, and the kids would really believe. I don't know whether your parents wrote in and said, today is Catherine's birthday, so can you say happy birthday? And so she would get the mirror and she'd say, oh, I see Catherine, and I know it's her birthday today. Happy birthday! And like the kids would just turn inside out. And the name just escapes me because if I said the name, you'd probably remember. It wasn't Romper Room, was it? Was that something else? I just don't know. So yeah, Gretchen's gonna watch later, so that's nice. Yeah. So what I wanted to do was, first of all, good news is the woman came and picked up the coffee table, that big round one that I was working on for so long. She loved it and she couldn't wait to take it home. Now I have to do the end tables. I'm not sure if anybody wants to see the end tables when I do them, if you want me to record that or not. Maybe you're sick of looking at that kind of furniture, so you can leave a comment and let me know. And what else? I would have had a video for yesterday, but I actually could not finish it. It's really funny. Now, this video, when I do put it out, I think next week, I'm going to start with the end. So I'm going to come on and I'm going to show you what I did first. And then if you want to see how I did it, I'll show you the rest of the video. Because it's just been crazy, the number of things I've tried to do to get drawers to work in this old, really poor condition dresser. I don't know why it is that everything I get is in poor condition. It kind of makes it fun, right? It's a challenge. But yeah, thank you, Jen. Yeah, she did. She came with her daughter and she loved the table. She was amazed at how nice it came out. even though it wasn't perfect at all. And I kept saying to her, well, it still has its personality in there, and there's still some scratches and things like that, but the color looked pretty good. And, the walnut was in pretty good condition considering what they did to it over the paint. It wasn't so much that they painted it, but it was all scratched and everything. So anyway, it was nice. So I was so glad. And if you refinish furniture, do you feel like so immensely relieved when something leaves your shop area? Is it almost like you feel lighter and your knees don't hurt as much? It's like I woke up today and said, gee, I think I actually feel good. Wow. So, yeah. And so there's that. Anyway, I think I figured out this StreamYard thing. So I think, and let me show you something. Do you want to do a little show and tell? I think we will. See my t-shirt? I don't know if you can see my t-shirt. Let me put this comment down for a second. So this is oh, I can do that, and then it has my logo, or one of my logos. It's not really my original logo, but it's close because it has the same colors. Um, Doing some of the merchandise and making cards and peripherals and all that for your business can actually be pretty expensive. And it was very expensive when I did it before. It was very nice, and I loved it. And I love my original logo. So if you look up in the corner right here where the little sticker is, underneath that sticker is actually the original logo. It's just a photograph that I took. And it was in the fog, and it was at the blue hour. And I just loved that photograph. And I used that to back up my logo for, when I started Owling Dog. Oh, thanks. I am going to do them again. I already have them saved. I went in and I made the print smaller and the artwork larger. So here's one. This is cute, but, but the print is just too big. I think you would agree. Um, it says, it's just a fur ball, and it has the print of the little bunny rabbit that's so cute. And then I did it in pink, but I love the red. I don't know why, but I think the red goes really well with that painting. But that's cute too. So I did them over, and I have some different sayings, and I did it in a smaller print. Yeah, I love the bunny, right? Oh, I love that bunny. I wish that I did that bunny on a larger piece. It's like an 8 by 10. And yeah, uh, I just wish it was a big, like even a 20-inch by 20 inch. It's a square. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, I'm happy with them, and they were inexpensive. So back in the day when I used to do merchandise for Owling Dog, it was Owling Dog Art Gallery, and I had a little bit more money to spend because life was different then. Life changes. I don't have the money that I used to have. Not that I had a lot of money, but I had more money for actually doing. What site did you? I used Amazon, Jen, and you know what? They're not bad. So the first thing I have to do is actually put them. I have to run them through the wash. I thought I was getting a beefy tea, but it's not beefy tea. Beefy tea is a very popular t-shirt, sweatshirt stock. It's a very nice cotton clothing, and this is Port Company, but they were really reasonable to do. The problem when you do merchandise is it costs so much to make it. It's silly because, I mean, if you're not going to make any money on it, then they have to charge somebody for shipping. So if I do merch that people want, I would do free shipping. So it has to be Amica screenwriting printing. I don't understand what that means, Jen. I just used Amazon. I probably said that incorrectly. I went on Amazon and I just took a chance and I said print t-shirts. And actually, I like the job they did with the artwork. Now, part of my fortune is that I can give them camera ready artwork. So I don't use Canva. So nothing degrades when it goes from Canva. You know, a lot of people are trying to use Canva to create merchandise, and it just doesn't come out that good because it's not a camera ready artwork. Jen, you know what that means, right? Yeah, I'm shocked. Amazon does screen printing, and you know what? They came right away. It was like four days turnaround, which never happens. So the part of the problem is you don't really get to see what it's actually going to look like until you order it. So that's why I want to see. I want to order some, get them in front of me, and see the quality, see how they wash, look at the sizes. This is I think this is a large. I'm wearing a large, and one of them is an extra large. Um, yeah, this is an XL. I mean, you can't tell by me holding it up. It's quite large, but you never know what's going to happen when you put it in the washer and dryer. So I have to make sure I know what's going to happen. I don't want people to get something and then hate it, that they spent money. So my goal is to, if I'm making a t-shirt, I don't really want to sell it plus shipping for more than $25. So that's making just a couple of bucks per t-shirt. But why would you spend more than $25 on a t-shirt? You just wouldn't, no matter how much you wanted to support the maker. I wouldn't expect people to do that. So unless I could get it that cheap. So I went to, I'm trying to think, I went to one of my old um, places that I used to use. And it was so expensive. It was $25 just to make a t-shirt. And I said, there's no way, and there's no way, not now. Nobody has any money. Gas was like, I think they said when, with the war, the prices go up, and they said, oh, it's going to go down in a week or so. And it like went up again. So I want to say gas here, it's probably more where you are, Jen, but it was $3.59, and it was $2.68 the last time I bought it. That's a lot of money. Hmm. So yeah, I mean, right now I probably won't even go to a an auction, right? Because I just not going to think of driving 100 miles and what that would cost at this point. So instead of costing $30, yeah, $4.19. It's awful, really awful. It's just terrible. I'm so disgusted. So anyway, oh, I don't know. So that was the good news. And I enjoyed doing that. I have a couple more designs, and I chose a couple of green t-shirts and I put some artwork on there. And yeah, the artwork comes out nice. Um, but the printing, if you're not careful, you're going to get this big, huge print, which I don't really like that much. But yeah. So I don't know. Are you interested in seeing the? It says, well, it's the video of my own that I was going to critique, and I'm not critiquing the video itself. It's the mania that goes along with refinishing furniture. We don't all make videos, but if we're refinishing furniture, you can run into some pretty crazy things. So you want me to try that? I can do, let's see, media assets. I can try it a little bit. Or how about this? Instead of doing something negative right away, I can do one that I like. It's a little tiny video, like a minute or so. And let me just bring it up and see if I can make that work. So I'm going to show share screen. But how do I know what that? Let's see, denim jeans. There it is. So, okay, so that's kind of. Am I still in the video? So what I want to do is, no, not tiny. I want that to be big. Okay. So hopefully you can see that and be able to hear it. This is a little table, and this was back when I had an old, like a Samsung telephone, and that was the only camera that I had for recording video. And I wanted to make a video. And this is my neighbor. She looks younger than she actually is. I want to say at that time she was maybe 25 or 26. And I used to put her in my um, staging photographs for furniture because she really made a piece like something that you would like look twice at. It was very unusual. She took a lot of photographs for me that I could advertise the furniture, and she was in there with it. And she did all kinds of kooky things. If I said, "Okay, bend over and let your hair hit the floor," she'd be there. And with this was, oh, I don't know, about October. Let me go to comments. Can you hear me? Okay, still talking. It was cold out, and she has a skirt on with shoes, no jacket, a little sweater. And I gave her the instruction, and I said, when I say go, you start running toward the furniture. And she hadn't seen it yet, and this was going to her house. Her mom wanted this piece of furniture. She just fell in love with it while I was doing the video, and I was putting it up on Instagram, and her mother said, "Can I have that? Can I buy that?" And I said, "No, you can have it." So there's that. And so this young woman hadn't seen the furniture done yet. So I gave her the instructions and said, run toward the furniture and then look at it. And I'm going to be recording you. And let me just see if I don't know how to make this play, but if I click right here, will it play? Maybe I have to go back out and hit play. So, yeah. That's one of my favorite videos that I've ever done. And T.S. Witt. Now, who would that be? Stephanie, you didn't miss anything. We just we went over some merchandise. Don't say "oh." Fun way to show off the piece. It was fun. She did a lot, and and not even a screen picture. So you just have to wonder what T.S. Witt looks like. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I cut my hair a little bit. I try to keep it trimmed because of the gray and silver, it's a little more difficult to make it look attractive. So yeah, I like that because I love that video because for some reason, well, for one thing, she just did what she was told, no matter how cold it was. She came running at me, and it was so funny. And the look in her face was totally genuine because she hadn't seen the little piece before, and she really enjoyed it. And when she was turning one way, I was videoing in the other way. And I don't know why I did that. I just chose to because I didn't want it edited. I wanted it like all the way through with one shot. And so I wanted to keep her in the frame and then bring it back down to the table slowly. And I don't think I could do that again if I tried. So it kind of amazes me. Oh, yeah. I wonder what the weather is like in Massachusetts and if they have any tornado warnings. Stephanie, yeah, having another surgery tomorrow. Trigger finger this time. Oh, I definitely don't want to make fun of that. Now can I say, oh, yes, I'm sorry about that. Getting everything fixed though. So I'm glad I don't have a trigger finger. That's one thing. Right, T.S. Witt? Stephanie said, I saw the video of this when she saw her new table earlier. Okay, yeah, because this is old. I have been putting videos up since I think since 2020. So I'm just an old hat at it. Um, and I know it doesn't show as far as my channel, but I've been doing it a long time. Trying to be more consistent, I guess. So yeah, I can't believe I did that. I got that to work. I am shocked. I am shocked. And then I wanted to. Are you tired of that? Well, I myself and I think everybody else here is praying for you, Stephanie, that everything will end up fine and that you'll come through your surgery well and no more trigger finger. Is this what it is? It's like when you're holding the trigger. It sounds painful, actually. I do watch your videos. I just keep missing the lives. I know how it is. I'm always going back and watching people. I don't know that they're on. A lot of times I don't get a notification that somebody is dropped a video. So I just try to do the best I can. I try to support my peeps when I can. Your thumb locks up. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it, but I don't really have any familiarity with it. Jen said, I hope your surgery is successful, Stephanie. Absolutely. And all your other surgeries were good, so I'm sure you're in a good place and they're going to take really good care of you. So I imagine that's kind of a bit of a healing, because I believe if I'm understanding it, it's probably some kind of nerve damage. So you'd have to heal from that. Yeah. So do you like my screen name? Catastrophe. One of the units that I used to work in at the hospital, there was a gentleman there, one of the other nurses, and he used to call me every kind of name that had the word cat in it. So it was catastrophe, catatonic, catalog, and it was really funny. Yeah. So let's see. Let me see. Let me see. I have another video, and you can let me know if this is not something you want to do. So I'm going to say it's back. And this is, I guess I'll get better at going back and forth here. This video is for that old MCM double layer cabinet. And so I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play bits and pieces. And I have the times located here in my notes, so I can just play what I want to play out of it. But I'll play just a little in the beginning because it's kind of funny. I love drama. It's back. Oh, so that's funny. And the reason it was so funny is because I had already finished the cabinet, and then the clear coat on it started to fail. So the couple brought it back to me. So that was kind of funny. And look at this mess, right? I will admit my shop looks better right now because I've done a lot of rearranging in it. So it's much better. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, I can make fun of it in many ways, Stephanie, my name. But yeah, so let me go. Let me see. I have um, this here. We forgot to record it. So, but it's done. I had to turn the heat on a little bit this morning. I just shut it off. And I'm waiting for that to dry. I will do another coat of the caviar a little later on. So, yeah. It came out nice. So I took the finish off. I hand sanded it, and it came out nice. And I had a couple of different oil stains that I was doing. And, I can make a mess out of anything at all. So, boy, did I make a mess out of this. Oh, let me see. And look how pretty, right? So, the more you sand these things, the more of a beating they get. So, my regular oil stain just doesn't seem like it's doing it. And so, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a gel stain. I don't normally use gel stains on wood like this. Oh, I don't know what happens. Yes, I'm sorry about the blurry recording. I don't know what happened, but this doesn't last. It's just while I was putting on that gel stain. So those little dowels are they're keeping the hole closed so that the stain doesn't drop down into the holes. Those holes are there so that the top piece can fit into it. Now, there must be some kind of bolts that go in there and hold it together. Um, and yeah, making a mess. I'm very good at making a mess, for sure. And let me see when the next time thing is. I've got 12:44. So here I'm going to use this is a clear coat that I hadn't used. It's kind of a hard wax oil, but it has a resin in it. And the resin dried. It dried sooner than I could actually get it off, and it made a horrible mess. And the problem was when I looked up how to apply it, I saw different videos from the same company on like you put it on and wait an hour, or put it on and wipe it off. And what I should have done was wipe it off right away. I definitely shouldn't have done that. Yeah, made a huge mess. Huge. So all that time I'm rubbing it on, it's getting into a big gloopy monster. So I don't like the way that terrible, right? And that was because I think what happened was I plugged it in and it hadn't been shut off. So it jumped out of my hand. And when I went, it was spinning. And so but it's kind of in my hand and I'm kind of losing it. And I went to grab it more securely. And when I did, I just pushed it down on the table instead of grabbing it. It went, oh. And you can see what a big digger it put in there. It's just pretty incredible. Look at the size of that. But you see this little hole right there. Um, that is going to be underneath the top piece. So, yeah, thank God. It was sad and frustrating, and it wasn't just something I was refinishing. It actually belongs to a customer. And I was horrified. I was absolutely horrified. Just incredible. Yeah. Yep. Amazing. And let's see. This is how it started out. Yep. Now it looks beautiful again, but what a mess that I had to go through. That's what the finish was doing originally. I've never seen anything like that before. It just literally peeled off. Unbelievable. But So the take home message is never, 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 never give up. You can do it. Yeah. So cool. Cool, right? Yeah. And you should see the chest of drawers that I'm working on right now. Oh, um, I always assume that I can do something. And I mean, unless there are certain things that I would say, no, I can't do that because, I wouldn't have the right tools or whatever. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. And the customer actually brought me more furniture. So it's just amazing. I'm like, really? You trust me? But yeah, never give up. So the guy that brought me the chest of drawers, he said, I don't want you to do anything to it. I don't want it refinished. I just want new drawer slides in it because the ones that were in there were really cheap and they weren't holding the drawer. But what I didn't realize when I looked at it, because I always think, oh, I can do that. And um, I didn't realize that it was the drawer face was not centered over the body of the drawer itself. So it's like sitting over on one side. So there's, you know, it was really, really hard. And I bought these really nice, expensive, soft close drawer glides or drawer slides that have, they have all the ball bearings and it has little tabs on it so you can bring it out on either side and make it fit your drawer box. But the the whole chest was just in such a mess that I couldn't use those. So I did adjust it once, and I still couldn't get it right. Yes, your great grandfather's dresser. Yes, I remember that, Stephanie. I remember. Hopefully, after this surgery, you'll be in perfect form to finish all those projects that you wanted to do. Yeah. Um, yeah. So hopefully that will be a fun video. It's actually kind of fun. Fun because it's so frustrating, and I'm trying to cut it down so it's not too long. Um, but uh, it's hopefully has some humor in it that people will enjoy. Oh. So, what is your news besides the surgery? And Jen, how's the house coming along? And everybody's safe in the storm. Stephanie's on the other side of the country there. And I think T.S. Witt is probably gone along. And hopefully they don't have any hurricane warnings up, not hurricane, tornado warnings up there. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep. If you are having fun, would you hit the like button and also subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll know when I go live or upload a new video? I would promise myself I would say that. um, yeah. So what about you all? The weather is gorgeous here, and I was getting a lot of yard work done. Oh, that's nice. Pulling up Bermuda grass. That must be like our crabgrass, I guess, and you're planting lawn. That's so nice. Like and subscribe. There you are. Can I tell people who you are? It's shaking his head now. Oh, yeah. That's cute. Look at all those thumbs. He's just a fan. This my cutest fan, though. My sweetest fan. Jen said the house update is slow moving. We're trying to get a list and budget together for a huge renovation, turning our garage back into a garage again from a janky apartment. I love that expression. Plus HVAC in primary bedroom. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I bit the bullet this year and I put a mini split in my living room here because I used to pride myself on you know, being like just adjustable to the weather. I acclimatized, which is the word I used to use a lot because I was very into fitness, and I would just say to myself, whatever the weather is whatever my body is going to experience, and I'll get used to it. And wow, when you're my age, it's a little bit different, and it's so hot here, and there's no breeze. Where I lived, we lived across from a really large, kind of a large farm. I guess not large. It wasn't a large farm if you're in um, Iowa, but it was large for New England, and there was a lot of air there, and it was all trees around us, and then this huge farm across the way, and we would get a lot of really beautiful breezes there. And you didn't need an air conditioner. We had fans. We had fans. It is. Yeah, I'm glad too, Jen. I think I would have succumbed. You know, last year was really tough for me, and I had to like go away from here when it got that hot. I had to go back to my son's house in New England. You have a long and busy summer ahead. I know. I know. It's exciting, though. It is exciting. At our age, we get hot flashes too. I'm done with the hot flashes, Stephanie. No more hot flashes for me. Nope. All gone. So, yeah. Um, what's anybody working on, Jen? You guys. Besides homes and gardens, is anyone working on any furniture? I paid my dues, Jen. I paid my dues. Haven't, oh, wow. Oh, oh my goodness. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. Wow, you've really been through it. Yeah, no, and something, I think I had a few hot flashes, but I went through that time. I'm sure T.S. Witt was really interested in this, but this is a fun topic for T.S. Witt. I barely noticed it. A couple of hot fat flashes now and then. Um, but for me, I think it was more related to nerves. I used to get a lot of anxiety. I still do. I still do. But it would depend on where I was and what I was doing. Most of the time, I don't know, I'm just balls to the wall and do whatever. Uh, so that kind of anxiety I don't have. It's a different kind of anxiety than I have, and it would come out of nowhere. It would come out of nowhere, and so when I got an anxiety attack, I would actually get kind of a hot flash, um, and that's I can't wait to see. Remember to take before pictures, Stephanie, so we can see the befores. I always forget to take before pictures. But yeah, other than that kind of thing, I didn't even notice. Um, I don't know. I'm lucky that way, I guess. I have bad knees. Oh, you have a lot of befores. Okay, that's great. Yeah, because we're going to want to see it. Let me ask you, um, was that interesting to look at bits and pieces of a video? And if I'm going to pick on anybody, I would pick on myself. I never ever would choose like a video or something like that of a person to actually say a negative thing on. That's not my style. Um, so there's that. We can all pick. I'm glad to pick on myself. That's fine. But if anybody else ever wants to share a video or share photographs of whatever, like their challenges, and we'll have fun with it, and we'll be gently funny. Um, yeah, I can imagine, Jen. I can imagine. No, you know something? Don't worry about your channel. We're all here. It's funny because there are several YouTubers that I watch that um, some of them do really intensive restoration. So they don't come out with a video every week. There's no way they can do a video every week. They come out with a video like every month and a half or something, and they get thousands of views. It doesn't matter. YouTube tells you that you need to put a video out all the time because they get to put advertisements on it. And so they're making more money on you if you work harder. The people who watch your videos, and I mean, you could say I'm wrong, but the people who watch your videos are going to watch your videos. It doesn't matter if they come out once a week, um, once a day, once a month. It just doesn't. I swear that that's true, because a lot of times the people that come out with lots of videos, I still don't get those notifications. Yet, for the person who's putting it out every month, I never miss one. I never miss one. So YouTube they're pushing it out. They have a different way of encouraging us to create content, because I mean, it's not a bad thing. We're pushing out something, so at some point we might make money. We get to show what we do. It's kind of a free advertisement if you already have a business like furniture refinishing. So it works for us, but don't kid yourself. You don't need to put out a video every week. I know you're going to find that true, Jen, because when you put out your next video, you're going to get pummeled with all kinds of activity on it. Yep, absolutely. You know, it's YouTube math, and we keep running around like little, mice in a cage, trying to make YouTube happy. I mean, I love YouTube. I've been watching it for years, and I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying we have to stop worrying about it. Um, so right now, I mean, I had all those secondary channels, and it was hard for the people who actually watched my channel, and they said, I don't know, I have to, subscribe to this, subscribe to that. Sometimes I don't see it, whatever. And not only that, it wasn't helping my main channel, because I do a lot of restoration, and it's just difficult to put a video out every week. But I also love to paint. I love to do DIY, and I think those are fun. I like to participate in the challenges. So I said, you know what? I'm putting most everything back on the main channel of Owling Dog, and I'm just going to create a branding, if you will. So when you see that gold thumbnail, you know that it's artwork. And I think there's an orange one. I hardly ever do DIY because I've been so busy. But I am going to put one up about redoing my shop, which I think will be fun. And I'll put it on the DIY channel. So that's how I'm handling that now. In the old days, right, Stephanie? In the old days, I want to say more than a year ago, I was going live, and yeah, I would. have different people who would want to send in their photos if they didn't have a channel, because I didn't know how to use StreamYard really. I used it a little tiny bit, but I didn't have a paid version, so you get pretty limited on what you can do on the StreamYard platform. And yeah, so yeah, Stephanie sent in some pictures. I want to say Wendy sent in some pictures. If anybody knows Wendy, that was fun. Yeah, and we really had fun with that. And doing, yeah, and it's fun, and we love when people share. I love a good work, don't you? Yes, I. This is such a mess, Jen. I'm embarrassed because um, it's just embarrassing. It just gets out of control. And, I've tried to do a lot of things. I had it insulated, and I had another mini split put up in the barn so I could heat it and work all winter, because people were coming with furniture refinishing or furniture restoration, and they wanted work done, and I was unable to do it in the winter. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to spend the money and hope that someday um, I'll make the money back because I'll be able to work more consistently. Yes, yes. And if you don't like me, you can always share your work with Jen and she'll show the pictures when she makes another video. I shouldn't be saying that, Jen. I wish I just had one workshop. I know. I have a dining room, your bedroom, a spare bedroom, and the garage taken over. Yes. Yes. I used to work in my living room, and then I worked out on my porch. Yeah, I worked in the kitchen. All my old videos were done in the house. I wore pajamas, slippers, and I had my kitty. Yeah, my Louise. I was doing a video one day and I was so concentrating on the video, I had kind of forgotten about Louise, and I had my shop vac in the living room and I was sanding down this dresser, and the shop vac is super loud, and I've got the camera going, and I turned the shop vac off and went to my camera, and I looked up and there's Louise on the sofa, sound asleep. She just didn't even care. She just didn't even care. Stephanie said, I just finished redoing my mom's old jewelry box. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you could send pictures of that. Yeah, I'd love to see it. We'd all love to see it. For sure. That's sweet. That's very sweet. Yeah. And so if you're watching it on the replay, watching this live on a replay, leave a comment below and let us all know what you think of the sharing and if you had fun. And if nobody wants to send or share their channel or send in photographs or anything like that, I'll just keep making fun of myself and or showing the good things as well. I don't want to just pick on myself. Um, I just think it's funny and I think it's helpful. Yeah, because a lot of times when we're watching videos, we think that people just know how to do everything and nothing ever goes wrong. And, you're just jumping from, putting a primer on to having the finished thing in like 15 minutes. And it's not like that. And I think it's fun to watch the process. And I think a lot of people do. And as a matter of fact, you can throw out your comment here and let us know. Um, Sometimes when I'm looking for a video to watch, if it's too short and it's not someone that I already know, if it's not one of my peeps, oh, you just sent me one. Okay, let me go and see if I can find it and share it. I hope, let's see, am I still here with you? I have to turn the page, so I won't be seeing you, but you'll still be seeing me. Let me see. Hmm. Oh, it goes into my spam for some reason. I don't know why. I think because it's numbers. And this, so I don't see a picture on the first. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's no picture in the first one. It says attachments can't be downloaded. I don't know why. To play video messages sent to email, Apple QuickTime 6.5 or higher is required. Um, for some reason, I can't download it. I'm back. Was I gone when I switched pages? I sent it to you. That weird texting goes to the email way. I don't know. um, oh, so when I switch pages, my face is gone. Aha. Thank you for that. Learning the StreamYard. I froze. Oh, I hope I wasn't in a bad face. Stephanie, what's your picture of? But I was, um, if you send me a still picture, I can open it. It paused to the video. You know something? I've seen that happen to other YouTubers. Yes. You know what? It might be that I have to finagle with it before I'm actually live because it's hard to transition. It was a still. Oh, that's weird. Huh. You know what? If you don't mind, maybe once I'm out of this, I'll try to fiddle with it because it's hard for me to do it while I'm using the StreamYard that we're on right now. So yeah, I'm sorry. Darn. Um, but yeah, I I think a lot of times if I'm looking for something to relax with, I look for a video that I'm not going to have to switch the channel again in 15 minutes. I'm looking for like 30 minutes or more just so that I can sit down and relax and watch something. Oh, my email is owling dog OWL. Let me see if I can let me see if I can put it in here. I used my phone to do it. And it's that's my email. And it's also, if you go on my bio for the channel page, it's listed there as well. What? Hey, Dar, what StreamYard is being a poop. Well, I won't blame it on StreamYard. Not right yet because I'm so new using it that tusks, those are tusks in her photograph. Oh my goodness. I've had a lovely time chatting. Yes. Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much for coming to the channel and hanging out with us all. We all love you and we wish you a good night and appreciate you coming and participating. Don't work too hard and make sure your hubby does the dishes for you so you don't have to suffer in the kitchen. Okay. And Stephanie, I'm going to look at it after I sign out of StreamYard. Yeah, I can see that. Um, Hi and bye. You're such a doll. Yes, you are. Thank you. And I promise I will key that up for next week. Hopefully, is Monday evening at 5 o'clock doing okay for everybody? Thank you, Stephanie, and thank you for sending it. Now I'm sorry I couldn't make it work because I'm all thumbs. Yeah. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to T.S. Witt, that adorable T.S. Witt, love of my life. And yeah, thanks for letting me bring up the videos. That was fun. And now that I kind of know sort of how it's going, I'll get better at. I think I was good at planning this. I did a lot of work, believe it or not. It doesn't seem like it's a lot of work, but to sit down and figure out the times and how you want to bring it to fruition on the screen and all that, it's a little bit of work. Um, so hopefully I can keep making it fun and show interesting things. Um, like I said, it's fair use to be able to go to anyone's channel and show you something. So my thought is, and this will be my last expressive thought along this subject, but you have to have two StreamYards open on your phone. You move the pick up to your gallery, then go and grab it and put it up in the StreamYard. Okay, okay, okay. So I have to have StreamYard on my phone. I'm so glad you're smiling in your picture, Dar. Thank you so much. Oh boy. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna have to practice that. I'll practice that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. I'm that's good to know. I appreciate it so much. Yeah. I was thinking, and I'm not gonna do it until I get really good and smooth at making the transitions from my face to my media that I'm presenting. So I want to be better at it. Um, but what I plan to do is to let me throw a name out there. Somebody who's good and fun to watch. The person that comes to mind is Amy from Flip It Furniture. I would just send Amy a message and say, "Hey, Amy, I'm going to show a bit of your video on my live, if that's okay with you." I would never do it. I mean, even though it's fair use, um, I wouldn't do it unless somebody was agreeable. I don't want to upset anybody at all. But the good thing is it's a little bit of free advertising for the person you're showing. Maybe somebody who's watching my live doesn't know Amy yet, so they'll end up subscribing to her. It's nickel and dime. I know that. I don't have a big platform, but yeah, I think it. I think it's fun. It's not illegal. When I'm putting together my videos, I always choose like allow people to pull stuff off my video. So and because I really don't care. If somebody were to make fun of my video, I mean, yeah, whatever. Um, they might, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. In a way, it's still free advertising, wasn't it? I'll show my age by saying, using the person Madonna. She used to say any advertising is good advertising. She didn't care what people said about her. So yeah. Actually, Stephanie, uh, all the flipping bunch are invited to come to the channel, and we can show videos of anybody. It's an open invitation to share screen and have fun like we used to. Yeah. Because that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I think my first guest was Dar, right, Dar? And we had such fun. We just said, oh, yeah, yeah, this is a good thing. We lost both our lives last week. Oh, I was sitting there waiting for the live and I could see all the chat going and I made a comment and all the people were there, but the live did not present. And after like 10 minutes or so, I just hung it up, but it never came out. And then I want to say, I think I saw it like a day or two later, it came out live. It was the strangest thing. Very, very strange. So, Mercury in retrograde. That's what I heard, Dar. So it must be that. It's the sliver of a moon that's affecting the YouTube, or the YouTube gods are fighting among each other. So when you say both your lives, which lives did you lose besides Flipping Bunch? The Tuesday talk, or I know that's Levon's, but I'm trying to think. I watched Tuesday talk, but I think I watched that also on a different day. Yes, see, if I had been thinking, I could have just created a new stream for Crystal. Was that Crystal's live that was going out last Wednesday? Such a bummer. Yeah, there were a lot of people there. Everyone's chatting away. It was good. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get back. We'll do more of them, um, and we'll arrange it. We'll be very, very chill, very low key. No rules. You can take your shoes off if you want to. Okay, I gotta go too. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining. Dar, we have been doing flipping bunch in portrait and there. Okay, I noticed that. So StreamYard creates two links in YouTube. That's amazing because you're right. I think you guys are talking about that most of your viewers are watching it in the portrait mode. And that's true for me too. When I go into my analytics, I can see that they're watching in portrait mode. But I always just fall back to what I'm doing. So I do it on landscape because I watch on a laptop. And it's disturbing to me to see the four little things. So I wasn't quite understanding that, which one was which. But that's interesting. That's a good thing to do. Do you need two phones to do that? Or two cameras? Yeah. We'll talk. We'll talk offline. And okay, that's awesome. I have something else I have to learn. Yes, that would be handy. Yeah, that's you guys are so smart. That's amazing. Yeah. Well, it's been good. Has it been as good for you as it was for me? Thank you all. Thank you, Dar. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, T.S. Witt, and anybody else out there who's watching. Thank you to anybody who watches on the playback, leave a comment, and put down your thoughts. They can be good thoughts or bad thoughts. It doesn't really matter. I'll take them all. Um, Dar said we need to do a Facebook StreamYard video for everyone. That would be great. I tried to share this on Facebook and Instagram, and it just, for some reason, It just, I don't know why, but even though I've have it uploaded into the StreamYard, oh, Flipping Bunch StreamYard, yeah. To describe that, yeah, that would be fun. And that's fun for a lot of people, even people who don't have channels, because sometimes they might want to just participate, without having a channel. So all that knowledge is good. So, yeah, thank you so much. Stay safe. I hope you don't have tornadoes out there, wherever you are. Um, and yeah, it's pretty quiet right here. So far, so good. We had a tornado warning, but um, or tornado alert or something like that. You'll do it on the next host. I love that. I'll be watching. All right. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a great week and a safe week. And I wish you all good and beautiful things. And when I end the stream, it does a little outro. It's a bit long, it's like a minute, but um, it's fun. I'll change the outro for next week because I'm getting tired of watching it already. Blizzards. No, no. It was like 60 here. Thank you. I thank you. So, yeah, have a great night. Thanks so much. Take care.